11 Sports and For the Fans welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Hey, look! High above the home of the Scorpions as we welcome you into Week 8 of the Simulation Football League Season 15. It is the 3-4 Arizona Scorpions playing host to the defending champion Atlanta Swarm, who are also sitting at 3-4. Welcome inside as we welcome you into what should be a very competitive matchup. Two teams on the outside of the playoff picture looking in at the moment. A win vaults them into that playoff picture. Chris Curtis, Ryan Caudill with you. Ryan, should be a good one with two very hungry teams trying to get back in.
Oh yeah, this game is going to be an absolute banger. I'm calling it now. You know it's going to be a good one when both these teams have something to prove in this game. Atlanta coming in, they have one of the best offenses in the league, and it's going to be up to Arizona to stop them this week. They are so powerful with Bryant Dynasty and the likes. And the Arizona defense is no slouch at either. They're both really good teams trying to make their way into the playoffs.
No doubt, Arizona's offense no slouch either. The Hands brothers, along with DJ Moses II, who's had a very good season. Ashley Jackson, who has something to prove as well. So it should be a good one as we get ready to go in the desert. As it will be Tom Rahman and Rochelle Colson on stats with us for this first game of this Sunday afternoon triple header on 11 Sports and For the Fans. We thank you for sticking with us for this one. Well, this is going to be a really good matchup. We've got game coming up next, kickoff in Arizona in just a moment. Back inside Scorpion Stadium, we are ready for football. Hopefully you are as well. Thanks for letting us into your homes on this Sunday afternoon. Chris Curtis, Ryan Caudill. Is Atlanta set to kick off to Arizona to start this game off? Ball is on the tee. We are ready. You are ready. They're ready, and the ball is in the air. We're underway for this Sunday afternoon slate. Returned from about the goal line on the left part of the field, getting out to about the 18-yard line, and that is where the Scorpions are going to start this drive, led by Ashley Jackson. DJ Moses, the main tailback. Fullback is Nicholas Sala. Wide receivers Donnie and James Hands, the Hands brothers, along with Jacob McCall. Tiberius Bovine, the long-term tight end, is also out there, and the center, Sean Crooked. We are about ready to go for the first drive for Arizona. Jackson has the formation with her under center, split backs behind her. And this first down play, looking like a throw on first. Real quick play over the middle, and that is going to be a quick 6-yard completion for Tiberius Bovine, the tight end.
Yeah, and what a great career he has had, and he just continues to add onto those numbers, padding the stats. Only 20 receptions this season, 188 yards, but that doesn't match the fabled career that he has had before this.
We'll get to the Atlanta defense here in just a moment. Offset I formation with Moses as the deep back. Jackson to throw. Quick drop. Get it into Moses' hands. He's in the open field as a first down, and a couple more out to the 32-yard line. Chris Porter and Billy Ray Valentine, your defensive ends for Atlanta, Leo Jefferson, Joshua Williams, the defensive tackles. Linebackers Cole Finnegan, Cree Higgins, and Aquantis Shine, along with the cornerbacks Connor Darien, Blake Hamrack, Jay Miraculous, and your safeties Moose Papineau and Chris Henry. Sammy Steele will be doing the kicking for Atlanta today. Split backs for Jackson. Throw to the left-hand side. That's Moses again. He's got some more open field in front of him. Tries a spin this time to get something going. He's got a 7-yard completion out there to the 39.
Yeah, they love to get this ball to Moses. He's a very big part of this offense, coming in 830 yards already just on the ground. They like to get him involved in the passing game as well. He's a big part of this offense and kind of that security blanket for Ashley Jackson.
Ashley Jackson, who wants a redemption week after a week last week where she threw 5 interceptions in the loss against London. This will be to the outside, more open field, and that is going to be a tackle to the 46-yard line for on DJ Moses.
Yeah, and a good block there by the guard, Trey Page, number 70, actually setting up that entire play there. He was dead to rights there in the backfield if the block has not gotten off. Moses gets the ball, gets the block, gets the first down.
Just shy of midfield for Arizona. 1st and 10, handoff this time Moses again through the middle, and this will be a 4 or 5-yard rush to the 48-yard line. The last time these two teams met, Atlanta did not quite, or Atlanta was the one who actually came out on top during that. Arizona, no wins in this season series, and an average 15.9 points as point differential back when Arizona was not Arizona and OKC had the title. Handoff, right side, not going to happen for Moses. Loses a couple yards, make it 3rd and long. First 3rd down of the game for either roster as the linebacker comes up to make the play.
The defense finally getting a stop on Moses. They haven't really had an answer for him. He's been running over him, but if they can get a good stop here on 3rd down, then it's going to force Arizona to punt.
4 wide. Looking to throw. Plenty of time. Got the slant. Got what he wanted. A little quick post route. Gets them a 1st down as it will be a new set. And that is one of the Hands brothers. It's Donnie Hands with his first catch of the game.
Yeah, and a good job by Ashley Jackson to get that ball out of there. Pressure was coming in, but she still is able to sling it, find the open receiver, thread it between the 2 defenders. Good play and a good 1st down.
6 catches, 91 yards a week ago for Donnie Hands, one of the security blankets for Ashley Jackson in that game against London. Left side, that's caught, trying to turn the corner. That's not going to work, but it'll be a 6-yard completion as they continue to inch their way downfield. 4 or 5 yards every time they get the ball on offense, and it'll be another completion. This time James Hands gets in on the act.
Yeah, and they are driving the ball really well in this drive. They're just getting 4 or 5 yards, seems like every single play, and that'll move the chains every single time.
It seems like Atlanta's playing more of an up on the line kind of defense as well, more press and closer to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like Arizona's burning them on the outside as they do there again, as it'll be Moses again with the ball in his hands. Ashley Jackson starting 7 for 7 in this game.
She definitely turning it around after a rough week last week, and they are using that outside. Atlanta, clearly they have game planned a little bit for the rush here. DJ Moses is such a threat, but Arizona going to the outside and getting Atlanta where they are weak.
1st and 10. Offset eye, Moses is the deep back. Plenty on the line defensively again for Atlanta. From the 27. Handoff, left side, trying to go up tackle, spin, and gets a couple of yards to save himself from losing some there. To give it a 3-yard gain for Moses once more at 2nd and 7.
Yeah, in Atlanta, they almost got to him in the backfield, getting a hit off of him, but Moses is just so strong. He takes it in stride with the spin move, still picks up 3 yards on what should have been a loss of 2.
They seem to like this formation. They also seem to like running out of this formation. Another one to the left-hand side, and that'll be another couple of yards. They'll say 1, make it 3rd and 6. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down already. Arizona, 9th in the league currently with the 3rd down percentages, as they have 54% on the season. Atlanta just behind them, though. Good 3rd down team in their own right, as they're both top 10. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw. Plenty of time. Jackson over the middle. That's caught. And a nice hit as well, but not till they get to the 11-yard line. Another real nice play that ends up in good yardage. It's Roscoe Justice who brings that one down, and they're in the red zone.
Yeah, good job by Ashley Jackson there. She makes the play that she needed to make there. A big 5-step drop. I thought she was going to go deep all the way to the end zone, but she still finds that middle of the field, and they're still finding these open receivers in between the zones of Atlanta.
2 to the right. One in the deep back spot. Give it to Moses. Moses might have the angle here, trying to get to the pylon. Oh, hit he took at the 1-yard line. A massive wall he just ran into to keep him from the pylon, and that is going to be 2nd and 1.
Oh, what a hit from Aquatis Shine. Such a long career here in the SFL. They know how to hit him good, and he does. DJ Moses was just sitting there on the sideline for so long, he felt so much pain.
I'm pretty sure he just gave him a shiner. You can go ahead and hashtag that. That's going to be under center. Hashtag through the middle for Moses, and he's got it. That is a Scorpions touchdown. Their first of the game on the first possession. Points on the board for the Stingers.
Yeah, great drive by Arizona coming in on home turf, just putting together a really good drive. Ashley Jackson able to find those outsides, but it was DJ Moses who carried a lot of this. He carries that ball up the middle, and he carries this offense to another touchdown, starting it off the game.
Good work from the Scorpions offense as they get the first points on the board and put the heat on the defending champion Atlanta Swarm. Kicker is Cliff Allen trying to put the extra point up and give them a 7-point lead. Snap good, hold good. Kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. 7-0. Scorpions over the Atlanta Swarm. Atlanta gets the ball when we come back to the desert. Stay with us. A 14-play drive cashed off by a 2-yard DJ Moses run gives the Scorpions a 7-0 lead as we welcome you back into the desert. Chris Curtis, Ryan Caudill along with you, and Ashley Jackson. 5 different receivers on that drive, Ryan. That was really, really nice from the Scorpions offense. It's going to be from the 5-yard line on the return, and a spin move gets them out to the 25-yard line to the 26, and that is where the Swarm will come out. We bring out Bryant Dynasty, the rookie quarterback, who is having a whale of a season in his first campaign with the SFL.
Yeah, he's really been leading this offense really well. They only have 3 wins. The record doesn't reflect how well he's been playing, but coming in as a rookie, 2nd-round pick and putting up some insane numbers, leading the league in passing yards.
Entering the week tied first with Matt Wilson for top QBR in the league. That's going to be to the outside. It is BDG Hollywood with his first touch in this football game. A 4-yard completion gets him his first touch. Only touched the ball 13 times a week ago, Ryan, where he amassed only 56 total yards, which is not Atlanta football and not the same BDG Hollywood that we've seen.
Yeah, it was definitely strange to see them not going as much to the running back. They were throwing more to the wide receivers. Kendra Hall had a big game, and so did Jamal Wooding with 3 touchdowns last week.
Exactly right. Under center, 3 in the backfield. 7 in the box defensively for the Scorpions. Handoff Hollywood on a little bit of a draw play, and that is going to be an immediate hit. 3rd and 7, and Atlanta has their first 3rd down of this game.
Yeah, and who else for the tackle than Joey Tropicana getting the TFL, just plugging that hole, and BDG had nowhere to go. You just can't get past a man that big.
2 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield for Dynasty. Four on the defensive line. We'll see if they send any extra help on this third down. Looks like they bluffed. They are not going to. Over the middle. Good pass deflection over that middle. That was nowhere. That was going nowhere really fast. And the Atlanta Swarm will punt on their first drive of the game.
Yeah, and yet again, Joey Tropicana getting the deflection. So he already has the TFL getting the pass defended as well. He was all over that drive, and a good stop for him and the Scorpions. They started off strong, and Atlanta didn't have an answer for it. They go 3 and out. Arizona's defense comes up huge, and we're going to see Ashley Jackson and DJ Moses come back on the field this time.
And they're going to have a chance to take a 2-possession lead at home as well. This ball will be up end over end to the 33-yard line, returned to about the 36, and that is where they will come back out on to the field. McCall on the return. We're ready to go with the Arizona offense back out onto the field as DJ Moses looks for a bit of an encore. He was the MVP of that drive one drive ago, but Ashley Jackson in her own right, 9 for 9 to start this game off, looking to continue that into double digits. See what they do on this first down play. Handoff. Moses, spin move past 1. He's going to get a couple of yards, give him 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6 out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and they have the same recipe here again. Go give the ball to DJ Moses. He didn't run it too well. 6 attempts and 10 yards so far in the game, but the receiving is key. 5 receptions, 38 yards already on the game. He was a big part of that last drive, and coming up, he's going to be a big one on this one.
Under center. Line moving from right to left in the view of Ashley Jackson. Jackson to throw. Put it in Moses' hands. Little spin catch. Has some room. Tries a spin move past the first down marker. 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe. Good work by the Scorpions again as they can move the chains one more time.
And they just keep going to this out route here to DJ Moses, and he can't get covered. 95 looked like he cut inside and not able to make a play on that ball, and that's a free first down for DJ Moses. Once he gets into that open field, he's going to get to that line to gain another good reception. That puts him at 6 for the day.
2 to the left. Moses in the backfield. Defensive line shifting around here. Another one for Moses, this time through the middle. A little bit spin happy right now, but it seems to be working. Another 5 yards added to the total, and they're in positive territory.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Atlanta's playing press coverage, but they still can't stop the run here. They're, playing this line of scrimmage, trying to get DJ Moses before he can get past that line into that second level, but he's still able to get 4, 5, 6 yards every single run.
One more time. A lot of touches on this drive for Moses. This time does not go very far. No gain on the play. And it's another 3rd and medium. Moose Papineau comes up to make the stop.
And this is a big 3rd down for them. They don't want this drive to stall out before they can get some points on the board. They got some great field position going into it, starting at their own 36. Now they're at Atlanta's 45. They get a first down here. They're going to be inching into field goal range.
Now as look at James Hands, who's up at the top of your screen. Over the middle, the pass deflection is going to equal nothing for Arizona as they come through with a nice stop. And another 3 and out this time by the Scorpions as they can't extend the lead.
Yeah, good deflection by Finnegan getting in there, getting his hand on the ball, and Atlanta's defense stepping up after their offense couldn't quite get it done on their first possession, but Brian Dynasty is going to get another chance after this punt with some not great field position, but he can put together drives just about as good as any other quarterback in the SFL.
Now we say not great field position right now, but you never know what's going to happen with this punt. They'll try to lock him down deep if they can. This will be about the 10-yard line. Drops to the 4-yard line, and it's down right there at the 4. So you were indeed correct. Pinned him within the 5-yard line and in the shadow of their own end zone. The Swarm will come back out onto the field. Good job by the special teams coverage for the Scorpions to make that happen.
Yeah, and a great punt by Mike Windu. That's exactly what you want on special teams. Get that bounce. You get a high hop with a lot of backspin. That'll put that ball. Would have landed near the 1 there. Good punt. Good job by Arizona not giving Atlanta any advantages here. They're going to have to drive the whole 96 yards if they want to get points on this drive.
Now we'll see if they get BDG Hollywood a little more involved. They're going to try here on a little draw. He's going to spin past 1, and he'll get them a couple of yards out to the 7-yard line. Download CrowdPlay, our new partner for 2020, and play the game about the game. Follow the action and answer questions for a chance to win a share of the $1,000 prize pool. Your next chance is Monday, 9 p.m. when Denver visits Charleston. And that you can download the app with iOS devices or Android devices on the Google Play Store, and get it done now, and get ready for that game to happen. This will be to the left side. Chance for Hollywood on another spin gets him out to the 11-yard line. It's a 3rd and short as they're trying to inch their way to that first down marker.
Yeah, and a good tackle by Anthony Wyo. BDG Hollywood, he is so dangerous with that spin move. He was there in open field, spun past the defender, but Wyo able to make the hit, make the stop. Now we have another 3rd down for Atlanta. They have to convert.
Big 3rd down, biggest of the game so far. To the outside, put it in Hollywood's hands. He's definitely good at this. He's going to get there. 1st down and 10. BDG Hollywood gets past the 1st down marker. It's 1st and 10 with a new set for the Swarm.
And that was a great tackle, great block that he got there in the open field as well.
Absolutely. First frame is done. 7-0 Arizona. This game's moving quick. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Back inside Scorpion Stadium, start of the 2nd quarter. Chris Curtis, Ryan Caudill, Rochelle Colston, and Tom Rahman on stats. And then our producer and commissioner Cameron Irvine in the truck, hitting all the buttons, making us look way better than we ever deserve to be. A couple of mountain trolls up here. 1st and 10 for the Swarm. Going left to right across your radio dial. Handoff through the middle. Fullback gets in on the action. Mitchell O'Brien gets a couple of yards, make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, they like to get O'Brien involved in the run game. He has 34 carries, 107 yards on the season. So it may not be the flashiest, but he is, a good runner, and he gives that little bit of a surprise to the defense. They got to hit him a little bit earlier than they expected.
BDG is in the backfield on this, says the lone back. 6 in the box defensively. To throw, put it in BDG hands. He's got a couple of Scorpions getting to him in a hurry, and he's going to get taken down after only a 1-yard gain. BDG Hollywood's production has not been fantastic this season, not quite BDG-like, but they really need to get him more involved to get some balance to this offense. And when you force Brian Dynasty to throw as much as he did last week, for instance, it doesn't always go well, as he threw the ball 36 times but had 3 interceptions. He's in the gun now. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Moves up in the pocket, throws, diving grab. They're going to say it's a catch. It's also a 4th down, as that one did not get to the intended line. That will be a 3 and out for Atlanta as they look to punt.
A rough drive for Atlanta yet again. They had one first down. This one did not convert. They don't get the same fate, and they're going to have to punt.
This will be up and over the midfield logo. Get it to about the 35. Handled there. Return to about the 37, so not much on the return. Good job on special teams from the Atlanta coverage side. And out comes Ashley Jackson and company for another crack at the can. 7-0 lead to the moment, and that has a chance to go up by 3 or even 7 more if they can get down the field.
Yeah, this is exactly where they started the last drive, but it just resulted in a punt. They got about to the Atlanta 45, so hopefully for Arizona, they can get a little further than that this time.
2 in the backfield. Jackson to throw, puts it in Moses' hands. Moses turns upfield, spins past 1. That's a double spin. He's got some room to go. Another spin, a 4th spin. Are you kidding me? DJ Moses the second comes up with a quad spin at the 43-yard line, and Arizona moves the ball into Atlanta territory.
Yeah, I saw that first spin. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And then he had a second and a third and a fourth. This man is absolutely insane. What an amazing run by Moses. Getting that first down, getting into Atlanta territory and pounding over this defense and making them look silly.
Giving the Atlanta defense vertigo with the amount of rotations that dude had. This is a really good play from a very good running back that's developing very quickly in the desert. Offset I formation, Jackson under center. Gives it into Moses again. He's got to be dizzy after the last go-around. Tries it one more time. This time, they're smart to it. Moses the second in Hollywood, your comparison. And if you started this season and told me these were the numbers halfway through, I'd have told you were lying. I thought they'd be flipped.
Yeah, exactly. You'd think Hollywood would have the, big rushing numbers, but Moses has been such a big part of this offense. 830 yards coming into this game. He's such a big threat on the ground, and we just saw why.
Under center. 2 to the right. Moses in the backfield. Handoff. Gets off tackle. Has some room to go, and that's going to be a 7-yard gain. And Moses only averaging 2.2 yards per carry, and that was after the big spin earlier, so it was not great on the ground. He's doing most of his damage on the receiving end.
The receiving end is where he's been shining, and he's just been getting so many carries that some of them look good, some of them he stopped at the line.
And it's going to be a huge sack. Ashley Jackson hits the turf in a heap, and that's going to be 4th down. That all goes for naught as it's outside of field goal range. Billy Ray Valentine in the end comes through with a big hit.
Yeah, great job by Atlanta's defense stepping up on this drive. Arizona, they had the big play from Moses, but they couldn't get much more after that. Stopped inside the Atlanta 41, just about the same spot that they were stopped last time when they had to punt.
Punter lined up at the 43-yard line. Moves up to the 46 and boots it downfield. It'll bounce at the 7. Down to the 1 and in. No, it stops. Nope. Okay, they're going to say it stopped in the air, went into the end zone. Okay, so it's at the 20. I thought it had stopped at the goal line at first. I was wrong. 1st and 10 Atlanta.
Looked like the gunner almost got there, but then the ball bounced behind him. He overran it, and it rolls into the end zone. That was another chance for Arizona to pin Atlanta deep, but instead, Bryant Dynasty going to get it at the 20. Has a good chance here to put together a drive.
Offset I, BDG Hollywood is the deep back. Handoff, BDG trying to develop a hole. Breaks through 1 tackle, can't break through 7 as he gets taken down at the 20-yard line still. Your offensive rankings for the defending champions looking pretty okay. It just hasn't translated to a decent record yet.
Yeah, they are leading the league here in passing yards, passing touchdowns. They are, one of the most explosive offenses. They could get at you in a hurry with Bryant Dynasty's these great receivers that they have, but so far they've been going more to BDG, and as Arizona has been able to answer it.
Mitchell O'Brien can't get past the line of scrimmage. You'll lose a yard. This Atlanta offense, as mentioned, looks a little bit different. This is a different scheme, it seems, than what they had under Marcus Dunhill a season ago as well, where they relied a little more on that BDG Hollywood running game, putting him in the open field, and rely more on putting it through the air now. In the gun. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Dynasty deep over the middle. That one's picked off. You saw that one developing. Caught at the 40-yard line. back the other way to the 27, and that is going to be a turnover that puts Arizona in a real nice spot. It's Anthony Wayo.
What an amazing play for Arizona. Look, he's reading it the entire way, reading Bryant Dynasty's eyes. He knows where that ball is going to go, and he's able to make the play on the ball, get the interception that's so huge for Arizona that limits anything that Atlanta could have gotten done on that drive. They were going for the big play. They limit that. They get some great field position for Ashley Jackson. They're already in field goal range, and this Arizona offense has been moving so well. This is guaranteed points for them, it seems like.
It certainly seems that way. Anything can happen in this game. We know that. Jackson to the outside, gives it to Moses. Moses has the angle on the edge, trying to get it to the pylon. He's going to be well short to the 7-yard line. Good job running him out of bounds and saving a touchdown from the defense. First and goal, though, the Scorpions are moving.
And DJ Moses, he's just so good. He gets this outside route every single time, and he's able to put on the jets and burn past any swarm defender. He gets the 10 yards that he needs to gain before any defender even touches him. Gets inside the 10 for Arizona.
7-yard line is where they're sitting right now. 7 in the box defensively for Atlanta as they try to keep the Scorpions out of the end zone. Moses through the middle, gets to the 2 and gets nowhere after that. It's second and goal. Good job by Moose Papineau to save the touchdown as they get a little bit closer.
Yeah, if Atlanta can get the stop here, that'll be so huge for them. They need to limit the damage that turnover does. Bryant Dynasty obviously doesn't want to give away some points. If they can limit Arizona to a field goal here, that would be huge.
Looking for the moral victory if they can get it. Handoff, right side, trying to get to the edge. He does! DJ Moses into the end zone, and the Scorpions have themselves another touchdown.
And DJ Moses putting another one on the board. He ran the last one out from 2 yards, and he does it again. They're up 14-0 on this Atlanta defense. We knew this one coming in was going to be a high-scoring affair. Atlanta not able to put anything on the board. Ashley Jackson, DJ Moses combining for a great drive for Arizona, and they're able to put more points on the board. That's amazing for them.
All came off that Anthony Wayo interception that happened at the 40-yard line, and that is a good start for the Arizona home crowd trying to get into this and will their team back to a 500 record. This is up, and it is through for the extra point. So the Scorpions with a 2-possession lead on the Swarm. The defending champs have the ball when we come back to the desert. Stay with us at 11 Sports and for the fans. Back inside the desert, and the Stingers are flowing currently. The Scorpions have a 14-0 lead over the defending champion Atlanta Swarm. Chris Curtis and Ryan Caudill back with you as we are ready to go for the next drive for the boys in white. This will be back at the 6-yard line. Caught there, returned to the 20, moving right at the 25, gets caught at the 26-yard line. Back out comes Bryant Dynasty, trying to find something that works and looking for a little bit of redemption after that ball over the middle that was picked off.
Yeah, not a great drive so far for anyone on Atlanta. It seems like 4 attempts for BDG for 6 yards, 3 receptions for 10, and Bryant Dynasty only 4 of 6 for 16 yards and an interception. They need to get something bigger going here.
Dynasty backs up in the split backs, puts it over the middle. That one's a leaping grab, and it's a great catch at the 45-yard line for the veteran Boo Chisholm. comes down with it and gets 1st and 10.
Yeah, big grab for Chisholm, able to dive and get, a big gain here for the offense. They're finally starting to get something going here, and I love to see the confidence from Dynasty. Even though he had that interception, he's still not afraid to go out on 1st down, fling that ball across the field, get the 1st down.
Offset I formation for Brian Dynasty. 7 in the box defensively. We'll see if they send any extra help and maybe make him throw a little bit earlier than he wants to. Instead, it's Hollywood. Hollywood gets a couple of yards. It is 2nd and 6. Don't forget to join us on twitch.tv/FTF Next. The FTF chat going and has been all day long. CB Hamrack, Camp Commandant. It is Swole. It's Chris Henry. It's N. Hall, Siege Falco. Whole bunch of the players and coaches and owners and just regular fans of the Simulation Football League contributing to the conversation. Get over there now and be a part of it yourself. It'll be Dynasty. Oh, it's tipped as he threw, or he said as he threw anyway, as that one does have the forward arm motion. Nothing doing as the linebacker gets to him. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, linebacker and DD Sacks trying to get a sack on that play, able to break up the pass, and Dynasty taking the hit. Now we have another 3rd down. They're only 1 for 4 today. Atlanta is on their 3rd downs. We'll see what they can do here.
In the gun. Dynasty. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Has Hollywood with him. Looks to throw, moves up in the pocket, slings it over the middle, and it's an interception. Back the other way, it's returned to the 40, to the 45, and no further than the 45-yard line. Another deep ball over the middle that gets picked off by the center field playing Scorpions, and Dynasty's kicking himself right now.
Yeah, 2 deep balls, both intercepted there by Anthony Wyo. He comes up, sees the route again. It looked like a carbon copy of the same thing, reading Brian Dynasty's eyes the entire way and making another huge interception for Arizona. 2 defensive big plays, and one of them, the first one, resulted in a touchdown for Arizona, and now it's up to Ashley Jackson to ensure that Arizona can get another one off an interception.
Anthony Wyo, 3 interceptions now in 2 games. Had one last week in the loss against London. This will be a run for Moses, who continues to pound forward and gets the 1st down to the 42-yard line. 21 touches in the 1st half for DJ Moses II, and Arizona's up by 2 scores.
And DJ Moses making Atlanta look like some Pee Wee League defenders, just brushing them off every go. He seems like the first tackle's never going to get him, neither is the second one. You have to get 3 or 4 guys before he will ever go to the ground, never going willingly.
Offset I formation. Hand off to Moses. This time the Swarm are all over him. They do not want to let him beat him again, and it's going to be a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, good job by the cornerback actually coming in on the blitz. Jay Miraculous. Looked like they were playing a little bit of a press there as well. He's able to get to the backfield, get the stop, and we'll see what they can do here.
Arizona in a key spot here. If they can get another set of points and put themselves in a really good position heading into the halftime break. We're already a minute away from the 2-minute warning. Right side, that one's picked off and run out of bounds. That is a big interception to get for Atlanta. Jay Miraculous comes up with it. 1st and 10, the Swarm back the other way.
Yeah, he had that stop on Moses, and it was almost as if he challenged Ashley Jackson. He said, you know what, you have to throw this ball, and when you throw it, I'm going to be the one catching it, not your Arizona players. We got Atlanta on the ball, and they're able to get that interception right back. Brian Dynasty, he may have 2 picks, but the second one was basically erased there by Miraculous. Now Atlanta getting that ball back.
Donnie Hands was the intended target on that. Could not bring it in, obviously. That's going to be a free play for Dynasty. Right side that's caught. Trying to get to the 1st down marker is Boot Chisholm. Not going to matter anyway. That should be a 1st and 5.
Yeah, you would take that 8 yards usually, but because you have that offsides, that'll be another 1st down. You get a fresh set. You can do a little bit more than that than you can with a 2nd and 2.
So that will work for the Swarm. Trying to get some points before the halftime break. Remember, Arizona started this game off with the football, so Atlanta will get it at the start of the 2nd half. Dynasty trying to get back comfortable again. 2 interceptions on 2 straight drives. Wants to erase those if he can. Under center. Handoff. Not going to happen. BDG Hollywood gets taken down behind the line. It is 3rd and 3 to the 46. Arizona's defense starting to step up here on BDG Hollywood and forcing Bryant Dynasty to beat him.
Yeah, it's this front 7 for Arizona. That time it was DD Sachs, EJ DeQ, both getting there into the backfield, getting to BDG before he can get past the line, and they are stuffing this run so well today.
Scorpions faithful getting loud, trying to will their team to a stop. It's going to be to the outside, trying to get to the first down marker, and BDG Hollywood does just that to get us to the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left till the break. It's 14-0 Arizona, and we'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us. Back inside the desert, 1st and 10. For the Swarm, just shy of midfield, 2 minutes to go until the halftime break. Still 3 timeouts for the Swarm. That'll be BDG Hollywood rushing that to the left and make it a 2nd and 5. Chris Curtis, Ryan Caudill watching the Arizona Scorpions up 14-0 on the Atlanta Swarm currently as they have a 2-possession lead. Swarm trying to bring it back to a 1-possession at least before this half gets done. From the Arizona 46-yard line, it'll be 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Bryant Dynasty. Looks to throw. Right side caught. 1st down and 1 more as he'll get to the 40-yard line, and that is the Siege Falco sighting, which we have not seen yet in this game, his first catch.
Yeah, unfortunately for Atlanta, Bryant Dynasty not able to find these other receivers. He's been giving the ball a lot to BDG, but Siege Falco finally getting involved. Boo Chisholm also has 2 receptions, 28 yards on the day.
And it's going to be to the left. Caught, trying to move upfield, and that is not going to be much. A 1-yard gain gets him to 2nd and 9. Now they're running some no huddle. Under center. Dynasty, Hollywood in the backfield. Going to go to the right instead. This one's caught. It's Boo Chisholm. He's got some room to go. No, it's already Siege Falco on that catch. Gets it to the 24-yard line. Arizona's backing up towards their own end zone. Atlanta's in good position to possibly get some points here. Dynasty to the right side again. This one's Boo Chisholm, and he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock at the Arizona 19.
Yeah, and Boo Chisholm getting the reception. He's up over 33 yards on the day. That puts him at over 8,000 career yards. So he's just had an amazing career so far, and he continues to add on. He's such a big part of this offense.
Congrats to Boo. No doubt about that. From the 19-yard line, they're in the red zone. It's the farthest they've been into Arizona territory today. In the gun is Dynasty. To his left, BDG backs it up. 3-step drop. Heaves for the end zone. That one is caught. And that is a Swarm touchdown. It is Jamal Wooding with his 4th touchdown in 2 games.
And his great game last week continues on to this week. His first reception, the first touchdown of the game for Atlanta. Good job by them putting together a really good drive against this Arizona defense that was not giving an inch all game long. They were finally able to figure it out a little bit, get the ball to Falco, got it to Chisholm, and Jamal Wooding caps it off with the touchdown. And Atlanta finally able to answer those points Arizona was getting on them.
Who was responsible for the 6'6", 255-pound man rolling his way through the middle there? Jamal Wooding gets the touchdown, and it's 14-7 Arizona, as it is going to be a 1-possession game for the time being. Still 30 seconds left in this half.
I think whoever was responsible, I don't think it's their fault. How can you guard a 6'6" monster there going up for the ball? There's no one that can contest that ball. He's just able to get that for free there in the end zone. Atlanta putting together a really good drive.
That's going to be moving from right to left for Arizona's return to the 10, 15, right at the or left at the 20 to the 24-yard line, and that is where Arizona will start this drive. The Who You Got community poll. Most of you thought it was going to be Atlanta who comes out on top, but Arizona still up a touchdown and trying to prove the community wrong in this particular case.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a close game either way. Community saw that for sure, and this is shaping up to be a banger.
Offside I formation. Jackson still with all 3 timeouts to work with as well. She'll hand it off to Moses. Moses does not get far. In fact, goes nowhere to the 2nd and 10, and the clock continues to go. That may be the last play of this first half.
Yeah, I feel like Arizona should at least try to get into field goal range here. Drive down the field. Your offenses look so good this game, and Atlanta's, they're going to get another possession at the end of halftime. Why not try to put some points on the board?
And they're going to give it to Moses one more time, and he'll lose he'll lose 1 yard before the end of the first half. But that does indeed bring us to the end of the first 2 quarters in the desert. Week 8 shaping up to be a very, very hotly contested week all across the Simulation Football League, with no exception here. It's 14-7 Arizona. Ryan, your halftime thoughts as we go into what should be a really good second half.
Well, this first half was coming up all Arizona. Look at the time of possession. 13 minutes, 17 seconds with the ball in their hands. They were all over the place. Arizona running this ball through DJ Moses. They're passing it to him as well. He's just been able to do it all today. He's been really good for them, and Atlanta defense hasn't quite had the answers. Also, Arizona getting those 2 interceptions. They're making the plays on both sides of the ball, but Atlanta able to come back there at the end of the first half. Bryant Dynasty putting together a really good drive, hitting his receivers, hitting Jamal Wooding for that touchdown. They were able to answer it back a little bit. And so going into the second half, we're going to have to see more of that from Dynasty. We're going to have to see him throwing the ball. You can't be afraid. Even though you've made 2 interceptions, you can't be afraid to throw to your receivers. They've been throwing 2 over the middle, were 2 interceptions. So now if they look for these posts, they look for these out routes a little bit more. Maybe not so much attacking the middle of the field, but attacking, the outside, the spots that Arizona is a little bit weaker, will yield some good results for Atlanta.
Ashley Jackson, 13 for 15 for 124 yards. A majority of those passes have gone to DJ Moses, who has 9 receptions for 88 yards, a total of 124 yards through the first half for DJ Moses on 24 touches. And then the receivers, Donnie and James, as well as Tiberius Bovine, each with only 1 reception in that first half. But they have the lead, so no problem there. Brian Dynasty, 12 for 16, has the 2 interceptions, but also a touchdown to his credit, 95 yards through the air. It is Boo Chisholm, your leading receiver for Atlanta, with 33 yards on 3 receptions. BDG Hollywood is trying to get going, has had 12 total touches for a grand total of 29 yards in this game. As we get back in to the second half, it is going to be Atlanta starting off with the football as we come back in to Scorpion Stadium. Chris Curtis, Ryan Caudill with you, along with Tom Brahman, Rochelle Colson in the stats truck, and then Cameron Irvine hitting all of the buttons to put this on, our commissioner and producer. We're ready to go for the second half of football. Week 8 in the SFL as the playoff pictures start to take shape. Winner of this game puts themselves back in the hunt at a 4-4 record. This will be returned to about the 21-yard line to the 22. And out comes Brian Dynasty for the first drive of this second half. Got to get BDG involved, I would think. That's the ticket for this Atlanta offense to really hit its stride and get Bryant more comfortable in the pocket.
You're exactly right. If BDG can get more involved, we're going to see, maybe more stacked boxes, not as much coverage on the receivers. That opens up your passing game so much, but BDG not able to get past this front 7 of Arizona.
And this will be a chance for O'Brien through the middle. Not much to it. Does get a yard, make it 2nd and 9. And Atlanta, well, they're going to stick with the game plan as much as possible, but the linebacker, Joey Tropicana, comes up to make the hit there.
They're going with the fullback dive there. They need to be, hitting those outsides. I think if they, get BDG, they've been using him a lot in the passing game this season. They need to go back to that a little bit, hit those out routes, and then get your receivers involved as well.
Oh, that's going to be a free play. Dynasty trying to take advantage of it. Get it out to Hollywood. Hollywood going to spin past one double spin, make it 3, doing his best. In this case, DJ Moses' impression that we saw earlier doesn't quite get to the first down marker, but they may just take the yards anyway.
Yeah, I think you accept the penalty here, get yourself an extra down, even though it is the 5 yards. We'll see what they end up doing. It would only be 1 yard to gain. They're actually going to decline that.
Okay.
So taking the BDG gains after getting the flag, I think that's probably the better call. That 1 yard is a whole lot easier to get to them 5 because this Arizona defense has been standing them up so frequently, not letting him get more than 4 yards, on his rushes.
3rd and 1. Third down percentage, you can see there, Atlanta still top 10. They're going to get another one here. BDG has the room to go. The shoestring tackle is going to take him down at the 39-yard line as Hollywood makes things happen, his biggest rush of the day.
Yeah, big rush for him. Came at a great time. And look at Keith here getting out there, getting this block on 58, but still 27. Eddie Gage actually able to hold up BDG by the shoes, and if he doesn't make that tackle, BDG is off to the races. He is so fast in that open field. He could break away at any moment.
Arizona's doing a job of keeping him away from the open field to this point. 1st and 10. Split backs. Dynasty looks. Oh, he tries to move up in the pocket, but he meets a wall that comes right at him. It's EJ DeQ coming through, has the tackle for loss and the first sack of the day.
DeQ getting off of his defender. Look at the little swim move that he did there, getting the defender's arm out from on top of him, going underneath and getting right to Dynasty, bringing him to the ground. Big sack for DeQ, big sack for Arizona. Atlanta was starting to drive a little bit, getting some first downs, but now Arizona getting that big stop, stopping that momentum and giving them more yard to go for.
2nd and 15. That's over the right side and nearly picked off. A couple of hands on it that ended up knocking it to the turf. That was dangerous. It is 3rd and long.
Now, Manakanaka getting his hands on the ball and nearly getting his 4th interception of the season. He's going to be regretting he couldn't come down with that one. Obviously, Dynasty, escaping from what was a dangerous throw there.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. 4 on the defensive line. 3-step drop, looks to throw, heaves it deep over the middle. That one's picked off. 3rd time this game that Arizona's secondary has played center field on Dynasty and won the battle. And the turnover is huge. Anthony Wayo has a hat trick in the first 3 quarters.
And can you believe it? They went to the middle of the field. They did that 3 times today, and 3 times Anthony Wayo saw it all the way. He's been watching his film, studying up on Bryant Dynasty, getting 3 interceptions on the day. What a game.
Under center. Ashley Jackson now with the ball in her hand, throws it over the middle. That's going to be tipped, and it'll hit the turf harmlessly with no issue. 2nd and 10, as that one was intended for Tiberius Bovine.
And nearly an interception. You see Connor Darien there on the coverage. He came over. Looks like he got a hand on it. Nearly picked it off. And 57, Cole Finnegan also credited for a deflection there. Dangerous throw into traffic by Ashley Jackson.
Ashley Jackson has an interception to her detriment today as well. Jay Miraculous got her earlier. 2 in the backfield. Handoff. DJ Moses, first time we called his name in a minute. That'll be a 1-yard loss. Nothing doing there. Continues to work the ball through the middle. Not able to finish it on, if we get through into the open field or second level on this play, and it's 3rd and long.
And Atlanta getting some good tackles at the line this game. Moses has been having a monster game, but a lot of that coming from the receiving. Atlanta's been doing a good job of stopping him.
1 to the left, 3 to the right, deep over the middle. That one is going to be caught, and a long bomb. Ashley Jackson put it right where it needed to be. Get it to the Atlanta 29, and they're in field goal range.
Yeah, Jacob McCall there going on the slant up the middle, making a really good catch, and Ashley with a killer throw. Look at all these defenders on him, but he breaks away from the linebackers that were on him, gets into that open space between the slants, gets the catch. They get the first down. They're moving into field goal range, trying to get another touchdown on this game.
They would certainly settle for a Cliff Allen field goal if it came down to that, but they would love to get a 2-touchdown lead on the defending champions. This will be a DJ Moses run left side, and he will get a couple, make it 2nd and 7 after going off tackle.
Yeah, they go off tackle. They've been going up the middle, and Atlanta has mostly been able to stop them today. Moses, 17 attempts, 38 yards, only averaging 2.2 yards per carry. But I look at the receptions, 9 receptions, 88 yards, 9.8 yards per reception. He's having a great day in the air.
7 in the box defensively to the outside. Give it into Moses again. He's going to try to break a tackle. This time he cannot get free. Jay Miraculous comes up to make the hit. And a good job by the Atlanta defense starting to get into Moses' head a little bit and knock him down in the open field.
Yeah, they're hitting him at the line. They're hitting him early, and they're answering this out route that they've been going to. Arizona's been using this play a lot, going to that outside, and it's been pretty wide open for Moses, able to get to that open field, get to the line to gain. But Atlanta saw that at halftime. They're making the adjustment, and Ashley's going to have to go somewhere else.
Ashley goes left this time. This is in between 3 swarm players. Miraculous in the area again. This is going to be 4th down, and out comes Cliff Allen to come out and try a field goal. This one will be from about 40 yards and the right hash.
Yeah, good job by Jackson to get that ball away. It looked like Atlanta was starting to pressure her a little bit, and Miraculous nearly coming up with an interception, makes the deflection, makes a play, and Atlanta lucky that they only have the field goal against them.
Allen ready to go. Snap is good. Kick is up. It is on the way. Plenty of leg, and this will find its way through with no issues. A 40-yarder right down the pipe for Cliff Allen, and the Scorpions take a 2-possession lead.
A good drive by the Scorpions. They had that big throw to McCall, a couple of big throws on this drive by Ashley Jackson, and bringing them up the field and capitalizing on yet another interception by Anthony Wyo. Good job by them to punish the mistake that Dynasty made.
Up and gone as Allen kicks it away. Should be returnable from about the 6-yard line. Caught it there, and a return to the 20. Spin move gets him out to the 27-yard line, and they'll mark him down at the 29. Your headlines for the week, and in my opinion, I think the biggest one of the week is St. Louis, who continues to be the surprise team, gets another win and finds themselves in a good spot going into the last half of the season.
Yeah, beating Las Vegas at home is so hard. We've seen them dominating at home. They get their first loss of the season. A good win by St. Louis. They're looking like one of the top teams.
They're looking really nice. A couple of many other things going on this week as well. That's deep over the middle and nearly intercepted again. It is 2nd and 10. Nearly a problem, but a pass deflect for the linebacker as they get in front of it.
Yeah, BJ Loveless getting involved in the game. Only the 1 tackle seems like, getting that deflection to his name, making the play. And that's not going to be doing anything good for Bryant Dynasty.
Split backs formation for the Swarm. Dynasty's under center. 4 on the defensive line. Plenty in coverage for the Scorpions. Looks to throw, gives it outside. Going to try to turn the corner. Does. Spins past 1 and gets absolutely lit up like a Christmas tree at the 39-yard line. What a hit that was. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, BJ Loveless saying Merry Christmas, but Kendra Hall saying, but I got the first down, so what are you talking about? That was a good spin move by her, getting that first down for Atlanta, keeping this drive alive.
Couple months early for Christmas. Kendra with a really nice catch, though, does indeed get the present that the Swarm needed. That's going to be through the middle and a 2-yard gain for BDG.
BDG not getting as involved as we would like, but Atlanta still able to find that yardage without his production. They've been going up the middle, and Arizona has been plugging those holes all day long. But Bryant Dynasty still able to find his receivers, still able to get those completions.
7 in the box defensively. Dynasty to the outside, puts it in Hollywood's hands. He's going to try to spin past one. He's got a couple of Scorpions right there, though, that take him down. It'll be a 3rd and 4 on this drive. See where they end up. They're 3 for 8 on 3rd downs to this point. Would love to go 4 for 9 as they try to mount a comeback.
Yeah, this is a key 3rd down here. They're kind of at the middle of the field. This is stall territory where your drive can just stall out if you're not able to get this 1st down.
3 to the right, 1 to the left for Dynasty. He's in the gun by himself. Has the football. Quick drop, plenty of time in the pocket. This is a nice throw right side of the post, and that is a nice seam to catch. It'll be a 1st and 10 as Atlanta moves the ball and gets a new set of downs in the process.
Eddie Gage, the veteran, actually jumping the route there, not able to make the play on the ball. Look, he tries to go for the ball, not able to come up with the catch, and Atlanta getting the 1st down.
That's the benefit of using 2 receivers on a similar route there. I think he was actually trying to read Siege Falco's route, not the receiver who caught it. And I think that's what really knocked it away from him. Is you had a look of avid confusion as that ball ended up where it was. Deep left side, Dynasty looking for it, picked off instead. Back the other way we go once more. Another interception, and it's Anthony Wyo's 4th of this football game.
Absolute monster. How does he keep doing it? He keeps reading the route. Look, he saw exactly where Jamal Wooding was going to go and try to catch that ball. Makes an interception, make it 4 on the day. What an amazing game from Anthony Wyo.
Yeah, game of his career, I think, is definitely where you want to put that. 4 interceptions thrown by Bryant Dynasty today. All of them have been in the hands of Anthony Wyo. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw. Plenty of time. Goes left side. Tipped, and it should have been intercepted a couple of times. That is going to hit the ground harmlessly at 2nd and 10.
And Ashley Jackson with a sigh of relief that Wyo interception wasn't just yards that Atlanta actually ended up gaining. Luckily, she doesn't turn the ball over, and she's going to get another chance here on 2nd down.
Well then, Ashley Jackson, 75 rating currently. Looking to try to put her team on her back, get them to the end zone. This would be the drive to do it, possibly seal this game away. Thrown to the outside. Moses has it. Spins past 1, but not 2. It'll be a 3-yard gain and no further to the 23.
Yeah, and look at Atlanta covering that route. Moses has been doing it all day long. The preparation, the homework that they did, the changes that they made at halftime clearly working here. And Arizona has not been able to get something going. They're 3 for 6 on 3rd down. Here comes the 7th.
Under center. Thrown over the middle, looking for the timing, and he got it. Right in the seam. Ashley Jackson with a nice throw over the left side. James Hand, 2nd catch of the day.
James Hands, he's been quiet today, but not this season. Good catch there, and Ashley Jackson able to find the open receiver, find that slant up the middle, thread the needle between the defenders, and we look at what the Hands brothers have been able to do for this offense. They've been 2 really big pieces, getting over 400 yards apiece, both of them looking to make an impact in this game.
And neither one has really made a significant impact in this game, but now would be the time if they can do it. Jackson to the left side, that's in Moses' hands. Moses trying to break a tackle, but another good open field effort to take him down before he can get too far. It's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Finnegan making that open field tackle, which is so hard to do on a guy like DJ Moses, who has that spin move, has all these tools in his arsenal that he can break out on a defender at any moment, but he's still able to get those 4 yards, and that's key for them. They're still getting that ball moving. They're still approaching the end zone.
That'll be through the middle. Another spin, another spin. Oh, another spin cycle effort for DJ Moses. Gets them into Atlanta territory and then some, down to the 43-yard line.
And just as I called on him, he delivers. He has that spin move in his arsenal. Look at that. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, my goodness. Atlanta is just looking silly out there trying to dive after him, but he is able to make these moves. He is so slippery as a back and getting into Atlanta territory.
That's a count of 9th spin from DJ Moses in this game. It's been a pretty productive game for him in a lot of facets. Offset I formation. Another one in Moses' hands. He's going to try again. How about another try? Double-digit spins on the afternoon. 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard gain.
Quanta Shine not going to fall for it this time. Moses tried to get the spin move on him, tried to get past him again, but Shine, so good in that open field, so good at making those tackles. He leads the team in tackles this season so far, so that's a hard one to get past.
Split backs formation for Jackson. One to the left, one to the right. Plenty on the defensive line. Thrown. Roll. That's picked off. Back the other side, just past the first down marker. And Ashley Jackson has thrown another interception. This one's Blake Hamrick, I do believe. 1st and 10 back the other side, as it will be the Swarm with the football.
Yeah, what a killer. They get the 4th interception of the game, but looked like James Hanchen couldn't get that burst of speed after it.
Good work from the Atlanta defense turning the ball over. Arizona has to play defense now as we come back to you in the desert. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Back inside the desert. Atlanta has the football. Only 10 points down as they try to come back in this game. Dynasty to the left puts it in Hollywood's hands. He's going to try to have to break a tackle, but he gets taken down at the line of scrimmage instead. They're going to say he gained a yard, barely, as this will be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and this drive is going to be key for Atlanta. They need to capitalize on the interception that they got on the last drive. That was so huge for them. It negates the interception that Dynasty threw just a drive before. So now they need to capitalize this and get points.
Question is, if you're Brian Dynasty, do you just avoid throwing to the left side of the field where Anthony Wyo sits? He's been on fire. 3rd and 3 is another gainer for Boot Chisholm. Gets him 6 yards.
Yeah, that's the big question. You got to avoid the hot hands on the defense. He has just been all over the place. He's an absolute ball hawk this game. He knows exactly what Dynasty is going to do on just about every play, it seems like. So he has to avoid that big 35 for Arizona.
Scorpions faithful knows how big a 3rd down this is. The Swarm know it as well. Need to execute to keep this drive going. Dynasty has it, throws right side. That one is going to be caught. 1st down as he gets the foot in, and Atlanta moves the chains to the 43.
Yeah, good job by Atlanta. I thought they were going to end up going to BDG Hollywood on that for the, 3 yards, but it's not exactly guaranteed with the great Arizona defense. They go for the out route. They just go on the sideline. Siege Falco makes that good veteran catch.
2 to the right for Dynasty. No one at the bottom of your screen. Throw. Caught. 5 yards. Spin at 6. Another spin move and a big 1st down for Atlanta again as they get the route they need. Boot Chisholm brings out the spin cycle a little bit, and it's a 1st down again.
Yeah, he was taking his notes on the sideline while he watched DJ Moses spin all over the Swarm defenders. He does it himself and gets the 1st down all by himself for Atlanta.
1st and 10 one more time. That's 3 in the backfield. 1 to the left. Defensive line moves left to right, and it's a free play. 3rd time we've seen that today, and that's going to be a rush through the middle for BDG. That does not go far enough for them to decline the penalty. They'll take the extra down and the 5 yards.
And Arizona, they just can't keep letting these penalties happen, and it is continually this offsides. You just gotta wait for that ball to get snapped. You can't go stepping over the line. The refs will call that every single time. You're giving up a free play to Atlanta where they can just burn you any given moment. You're giving them a free 1st and 5 at every point. You can't be making these mistakes.
Two to the right. Offset I formation. That's plenty of room in the open field. Broken tackle for Hollywood. He's going to get the first down, and that'll bring us to the end of the third. Butcher 86 is up in chat. It's the end of the third quarter. Arizona up 17-7 on the defending champs. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Back to it inside the desert. 17-7. Arizona leads over the defending champion Atlanta Swarm. Chris Curtis, Ryan Caudill with you in the broadcast booth. Rochelle Colson, Tom Rahman, and the stats truck. Cameron Irvine, our producer and commissioner, in the booth hitting all the buttons for us. Thank you very much to you guys for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. That's a throw to the right side, and it'll be a 2-yard loss on that throw. Hollywood gets the ball but can't break the tackle as he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a hard tackle to break when you have a Monica Naka just flying at you there behind the line. BDG ends up going out of bounds, and they like to do that play to the outside to BDG Hollywood. They like to throw that out route. Monica Naka just doing his homework and making the tackle when he needs to.
Under center to throw outside. That's caught. Going to try to get a spin move out of it. No, Hollywood's moving the wrong way, and he's going to get taken out of bounds. He looked like he was just kind of disoriented, not knowing which direction he was moving in, and he loses more than 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, he is so good at staying up and not going down, but that might have been a time where you needed to go down because, you know, he stays up, he's hit way far behind the line, he goes back with his momentum, and it ends up being a loss of 10 on the play.
That's a big loss on the play for the yardage calculation anyway. Makes it a 3rd and a mile. Dynasty. Oh, he tried to move up in the pocket and he gets hit like a truck. Past midfield the other way. 4th and 28, another 6-yard loss. And the defensive line does their job for Arizona.
Yeah, Mark Mello getting involved. Last week he had 2 sacks and 3 tackles for loss. This week, he's finally coming up on the board. That was a huge sack, forced the 4th down, and now Atlanta has to punt.
Another punt coming up. Actually, we've seen more interceptions than punts in this game, even still, and that is going to get us to the 16-yard line on forward progress as Arizona has the football back in a time where they can give it to DJ Moses and maybe kill the clock a bit.
Yeah, this is the time where they need to run down this clock. They have been winning the time of possession game all game long. We saw going into halftime, they had 13 minutes to their belt. I'm sure they are still leading that game. This is a time you need to get DJ Moses involved. Let him do his thing. Let him get these first downs. Keep the clock going.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Moses in the backfield, handoff to Moses. He's going to try to bowl his way through the middle. Give him a first down 3-yard rush, make it 2nd and 7.
Good job getting the ball moving, getting the clock rolling as well. Ashley Jackson, obviously they have to keep this ball moving and not let Atlanta, capitalize on anything. They can't let them get the stop here.
3 in the backfield. Jackson looks to throw and holds on to the ball too long. The defense gets home and creates a big ruckus in the backfield. 3rd and 14. It's 3rd and a mile for the Arizona offense.
And Leo Jefferson getting involved in a huge way, coming up with a big sack on 2nd down that was so big for them. Now you have this huge 3rd and 14, and Ashley Jackson is going to have to convert it.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Play action on the fullback. Tries to step up in the pocket and gets thrown down with a missed martial arts kind of throw. It's 4th down and long, and the Scorpions will have to punt.
Joshua Williams saw Jefferson get the sack. He said he wants one of his own. He gets to the backfield, gets to Jackson, brings her down, and that was such a huge drive for Atlanta. They're able to force the 3 and out. The defensive line comes up huge, forcing the punt.
Punt is gone. Fair catch called for and received at the 39. Atlanta trying to mount a comeback. They have great field position when we come back to the desert. Stay with us. Back inside Scorpion Stadium, 17-7 Arizona as we sit here, but Atlanta has a very good start to this drive field position-wise. They've got Brian Dynasty under center. Dynasty has had a bit of an off day on the turnover department, but now would be a good time to let Atlanta faithful forget about all of that. That's going to be a throw to the right side that it looks like 3 Scorpions were in the area of. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nearly coming up with the interception again, getting a good deflection, and Arizona defense is not letting this game go easy.
Lone Star in Fort Worth after us, immediately following Baltimore, Mexico City as well at 5 p.m. And then Monday at 7 and 9, the 9 o'clock game, Denver and Charleston, your official crowd play game of the week on 11 Sports and for the fans. That's nearly picked off, but it's caught instead. And it's a 1st down for Atlanta as they get closer and into field goal range.
Yeah, and these Scorpions are just so aggressive in the secondary. All these guys are always trying to make those plays. Monica Naka nearly jumping the route. We saw Eddie Gage try to do it earlier, and we've, of course, seen Anthony Wayo able to do it all day long. They've been so aggressive, and it has resulted in some big dividends for them.
And Dynasty has not thrown to the left side of the field since that 4th interception from Wayo. Hollywood, 1st down, maybe? Nope, he's going to spin and get about 9 yards there. And Hollywood gets the ball in the open field, makes a man miss, and gets some yardage.
Yeah, and that's why he's so dangerous, and Arizona has converted a lot of resources to stopping BDG today. They've been stacking this box, and these defenders have been having a great stand. This front 7 has been so good against BDG.
Under center, 3 in the backfield. This will be a handoff. Right side, going to try to move the pylons, and they will. It'll be a move the chains moment for Atlanta. 1st and 10 at the Arizona 17. Still 7 minutes left. Still plenty of time for the defending champions to make a stake at this game.
Yeah, and it is so dangerous to give them that ball with such good field position. They started inside at Arizona's 30, or inside their 40 rather, and now they're just driving up the field. They don't got much further to go.
This will be a handoff again, and Hollywood goes nowhere, loses a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11 at the 18.
Yeah, good job by that front 7, getting to him early and attacking him behind the line of scrimmage. That is so key to stopping BDG Hollywood. He's been so explosive, and when he gets into that open field, he's dangerous, and so they're getting to him earlier, getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be another rush left side. This one, they get the yard back, make it 3rd and 10. They would be technically okay going with a field goal here as they're 10 points down, but you know they want to get that touchdown out of the way early if they can.
Yeah, it's key to get that touchdown here. You know, you want to convert this 3rd down. You don't need the touchdown to get the 1st down. If they can get a fresh set of downs here, that will be huge for them.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Dynasty, who's in the gun by himself. Has the football, 3-step drop, plenty of time, a little short crossing pattern, gets them a little bit closer to the 11-yard line, and that is where we will see Sammy Steele for the first time today come out and attempt a field goal at 4th and 4. It'll be about a 28-yarder from here.
Yeah, it's pretty big for Atlanta to make this a one-possession game in the first place. They're able to put up the 3 points pending the field goal. That is so huge for them. If they can get back in this game, that'll be insane.
From the left hash. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through from 27 officially. It is a 17-10 lead. Arizona up on the defending champions. It's now a one-possession game in the desert. Stay with us. Ready to go. Atlanta about to give the ball back to Arizona with a chance to milk this clock down a little bit. 17-10 Scorpions. They try to hold off the comeback of the defending champs. Ball is in the air from Sammy Steele. Returnable from about the 3. To the 10, 15 left at the 20 to the 25-yard line. Didn't quite get there to the 24 as well. They'll mark them as we take a look at the playoff race. Both of these teams on the outside, or actually Arizona on the inside, looking in as they're in the top 11. Atlanta trying to get themselves into that top 11, but Arizona holding on by a thread.
Yeah, and this game is so huge for both of these teams. Not only does it kind of break that stalemate at 3 and 4, there are so many teams at 3 and 4, but it also gives them that head-to-head tiebreaker that is going to be so huge at the end of the season.
Typically 7 wins gets you in this format, but that may change with the added playoff spot in season 15. That's going to be a run to the right for Moses. 2nd and 9 as they only get a yard.
Yeah, and Arizona sticking to this game plan of feeding Moses the ball. He has 33 touches on the ball today already. He's been, absolutely all over the place, an absolute monster with that ball in his hands.
Single back formation. Moses is the deep back. They may go his direction again. 34 touches in this game so far for DJ Moses, including that one where he goes nowhere. 3rd and 9. 5 total touches for the rest of the offense on Arizona. DJ Moses is, well, he's harbored most of those, but to Arizona's credit, with that, they're winning.
That's true. That defense has stepped up huge in stopping Atlanta.
3 to the right, 1 to the left for Jackson. Handoff. Moses again just tries to go through the middle there. That's not going to happen as the defensive line steps up, and they had a bit of poor clock management on that drive. 4th and 8, and Arizona will have to punt the ball back to the Swarm.
Yeah, this is a huge mistake by Arizona, not able to capitalize. And this was the drive where they needed to take over. They needed to, put this game away, just end it. Drive down the field, show them what you can do, and burn out this clock. But instead, they're giving Atlanta the ball back, plenty of time, and only 7-point deficit.
This will be a punt at about the 11-yard line. Kick is up and on the way. And that's going to be as well at the 33-yard line where it is caught fairly. And the Swarm will be back out on the field. The 34-yard line is where they're at. The Swarm, as they start this offensive drive, a drive where I would venture to say they need 7 points to get themselves back even in this football game.
100% they need the 7 points. That touchdown will tie this game, and the onside kick is not always a given, so the touchdown is needed here.
Offset or actually single back formation. It's Hollywood back there, has the football. Spin move, double spin move. Doesn't get far, but gets enough, and they'll start a no huddle 2nd and 3.
Yeah, they must like the formation that they see from the defense going no huddle here with 3 minutes to go.
Looks to throw again. Give it back to Hollywood. Turns upfield. Gets a first down and yet another spin move. Almost a carbon copy of the previous play. And it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, the outside isn't covered as well. The receivers on the right obviously drawing the defenders off.
This will be nearly intercepted. That was a problem, but it ended up not being an issue. Do you want more SFL content? Of course you do. Our Discord community has podcasts, articles, and highlights about the league, its teams, and its players. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Simulationfl and visit our website at simulationfl.net for more news, features, and information. 2nd and 10. Becomes a big drive for Atlanta. Biggest of the game so far. 3 to the left, 1 to the right for Dynasty, who's in the gun. Has the football, 3-step drop, plenty of time, wings it deep over the middle, and this is going to be back to the 40-yard line, to the 44, and if I'm not mistaken, that may be another strike of lightning. It's Anthony Wayo with a possible record-tying 5th interception in this football game.
This man will not let Atlanta come back. Brian Dynasty is going to be seeing Anthony Wayo in his nightmare tonight. Wayo having such an amazing game. He has stepped up huge for Arizona. 5 interceptions on the day. That is absolutely insane. Arizona getting another chance to put this ball game away. What an amazing play by the Arizona defense.
Unofficially ties, I believe it's Jay Ringgold with 5 interceptions, which should be the record for a season game, and that is John Barnhart with that record, apologies, and then 2nd and 10, as the Arizona Scorpions have a chance again to bring down this clock once more. That may seal it as the Scorpions up 7.
Yeah, they need to just burn this clock as much as they can. Force Atlanta to call their timeouts, because if Atlanta gets the ball back, if they have no timeouts, they're going to have to go hurry up the whole time. They may not be able to do that. Arizona, they have to be able to drive this ball downfield and get the first down here, put this game away.
2 in the backfield. Handoff right side, and that is going to be a 3-yard rush. 2-minute warning, 120 seconds left to burn for an Arizona potential victory. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. ready to go. 2 minutes left in this Week 8 football game between Arizona and Atlanta. Arizona has the football and the lead, and they'll give it off to DJ Moses once more, who breaks a tackle, but not two. And Atlanta will take their first of 3 timeouts.
Yeah, it looked like he had a chance to get the first down, but key stop by Atlanta, able to bring him down 3 times in a row, and Arizona still able to burn a little bit of that clock down. They got down to the 2-minute warning. They burned one of Atlanta's timeouts. Now they have to punt here again, so not able to capitalize on the YO interception, but this is going to be a good punt for them. This is key. If they can pin Atlanta deep, they're going to have a long way to go on this 2-minute drill.
And a short time to get there, exactly. That's going to be punt. That's going to knock them down at about the 15-yard line and taken down immediately at the 13, actually, is where they caught it. And, okay. Well, Atlanta has their work cut out for them. They have to drive it 87 yards, to get themselves in the end zone. There is no alternative. There is no exception. They need points. They need 7 of them to tie this football game up, and they have about a minute and change to do it.
Yeah, this is Bryant Dynasty time to shine. This is where legends are made. The 2-minute drill. See if you can beat this Arizona defense.
Arizona trying to put themselves further into the playoff picture. That's going to be close, and it's going to be a sack at the 2-yard line. They'll say the 4. Dynasty goes down in a heap, and Atlanta's in trouble.
Yeah, now he's in his own end zone. If Arizona can get another stop, that'll put this game away.
Up the middle. Oh, they're going to get the safety. 2 points added on for Arizona, and that's going to seal things. It's Mark Mello coming up to make the hit, and that knocks down the Swarm to 3-5.
That was insane. The defensive line of Arizona actually able to break through, get the Dynasty, sack him when it matters most. The field position was so huge for them on that drive, and they were able to capitalize on it, getting that safety. That is so huge for them.
And that'll get to the 40-yard line, and Arizona can start the victory dance now. 1st and 10 for the Scorpions, as they have now a 9-point lead with 1:29 to go. Some clock management will seal this game up, as Atlanta only has 2 timeouts. Arizona going to move to 4-4, which is a very good spot to be as they get themselves into the thick of things for sure in the playoff race. There's going to be a bevy of teams at 4-4 after this week is done, as this will be split backs for Ashley Jackson. Handoff Moses, not much to that one. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think, well, let's start taking bets now. Your player of the game, is it DJ Moses or is it Anthony Wyo? I got to think it's Wyo.
That is a great question. I mean, 5 interceptions, I would certainly give it to him. I mean, you cannot ask for a better game from any player on your team, especially on the defense. Those 5 interceptions have literally won them the ball game, but DJ Moses has been such a workhorse for this offense, actually getting those points on the board. I would give the edge to Wyo myself.
I would probably give it to him as well, but the 40 touches, which is what DJ Moses is going to have, especially after taking hits like that all game long. You take a look at as well at the next couple of games for Atlanta. The Swarm travel to Oklahoma to take on the Desperados. Then it's Vegas and Chicago back-to-back. Chicago's a playoff team as well. So this is a key stretch of games coming up for the Swarm as they try to get themselves some momentum going into the last half of the season. Two to the right for Jackson. Handoff Moses through the middle. Another hit laid out. 4th and 4. And on the other side, it is the Scorpions. Carolina, which can be an unpredictable team at times. Vancouver, who is better than the record indicates. And then Sioux Falls, who of course are the reigning runner-ups and sitting at 5-2. So a couple of really good teams coming up on the docket for Arizona as well.
Yeah, and a good time for them as well. They're playing Atlanta, and we see actually last player to ever have 5 interceptions in a regular season game was AJ Lacrosse for the Orlando Intimidators, playing against the Baltimore Crabs in 2016. So Wyo having an amazing regular season game. Great game for him, great game for Arizona.
Yep, fair catch called for at the 15-yard line to the 13, and that is where Atlanta will have the ball once more. But that gives you some history to go on. You'd think 2016, that's going to be 2 seasons. That's 8 seasons ago that happened, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, season 7, if I'm right. I have to check that, but that's crazy that amount of time has passed since we've seen a 5 interception game for one player in the Simulation Football League. Dynasty is in the gun. Over the middle. That one is caught, and a lot of room in front of Jamal Wooding, who finds his way down to the 49-yard line. Atlanta has some stat padding to do as they try to get something over the middle and do so to move it back to midfield.
Yeah, they're trying to get the ball downfield. No blame for them at all. That was a big play for them, and they're going to spike it and kill this clock. They only have 14 seconds, so it's going to take a miracle. I don't think there's any coming back from this, but they can certainly try, and Anthony Wyo can maybe try to get a 6 on the day if Bryant isn't too careful with his ball.
Reminder, Mike Turillo and Benji Matson waiting in Fort Worth for the matchup. Lone Star and Fort Worth coming up after this game. They're waiting for us to be done. And then, of course, it's going to be Baltimore and Mexico City. Cameron Irvine, Gerald Judas Sessi on the call during that as another sack comes up for the Arizona defensive line. Loss of yardage. And Atlanta trying to get back to the line to have one more play. They spike the ball with 1 second to go as they'll try to get a few more stats in their columns to end this game.
Yeah, big sack there for Arizona. Now you have this 4th and 18, 1 second to go, and I just can't talk enough about how much Arizona has done this week. Those interceptions were so huge for them. This whole defense came up so big today, able to limit BDG Hollywood and limit the damage that Dynasty could do through the air.
Dynasty going to set up a Hail Mary, going to move in the pocket. He's going to get taken down one more time, and that is the swan song for the Atlanta Swarm. The Scorpions come out with a 9-point win over the defending champions. Congrats to them. Ryan Caudill, your post-game thoughts.
Well, this game has just been just about all Arizona all day long. You look at the time of possession, Atlanta actually able to get some back, but they were all over the place. Arizona was able to get the ball back with the 5 interceptions coming in for Anthony Wyo. He could not do more in this game, able to, put the Scorpions on his back, making those plays for the defense and giving Ashley Jackson and DJ Moses in that offense a lot of opportunities to get the ball downfield, and it really was a lot in limiting what Bryant Dynasty has been able to do. Coming into this game, he was, one of the top quarterbacks in the league. He had so many yards to his name, leading the league in yards and QBR and so many categories their whole offense did, but able to go up against this powerful young rookie and, expose him and get these 5 interceptions and really show what he's been doing wrong and limiting what the powerful Atlanta offense can do.
Yeah, well, that was just it, limiting what the offense can do on the Atlanta side of the field, but also you take a look at what DJ Moses did, and he was an absolute stake in the ground for the Arizona Scorpions. He had 40 touches possibly in this game, which is massive for that kind of workload, for that kind of running back, especially as small as he is. He took some massive shots as well. But I do believe that if the time has come, are we sticking with Wyo as your player of the game selection?
Oh, man. I really think he deserves it the most, more than anybody in this game, even though no discredit at all to DJ Moses and what he was able to do today. He had such an amazing game, 29 attempts on the ground, 12 receptions, getting well over 100 yards total today, and the 2 touchdowns to boot. It really makes me think that the AI is going to end up giving it to DJ Moses, but I'm going to give it to Anthony Wyo. Anthony Wyo, if you're watching this, please know that you have my player of the game.
See if that's indeed who it's going to be. Player of the game is going to DJ Moses. As we thought, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 29 attempts on the ground, but he had 40 touches in this football game. That being said, for Ryan Caudill, Rochelle Colston, Tom Rahman, Cameron Irvine, and the rest of the SFL crew, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Arizona. We'll meet you out at the top of the hour for Lone Star and Fort Worth. Mike Turillo, Benji Matson, the call is yours in just a few minutes. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.